we have two forces, F1, F2. So I'm going to write these down in column notation. So F1 is equal to 27, and then F2 is equal to 4k. So we have our two forces. We're told that it acts on a particle of mass m kilograms. We're asked to find the value of m, given that the particle accelerates in this direction with a magnitude of this. So, if the particle accelerates in this direction, that means the acceleration is parallel to this direction. If two vectors are parallel, then they are scalar multiples of each other. So acceleration is equal to a scalar multiple of 3 minus 2 of that direction. And then we're also told the magnitude of the acceleration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this. This will become 3 alpha minus 2 alpha. And then we're told the magnitude of the acceleration. We can work out the magnitude of A, or get an expression for it given what we have here. We'd have to square root the sum of the two components squared. And this will end up being, so 3 alpha squared is 9 alpha squared, minus 2 alpha squared is 4 alpha squared. And this will end up being root 13 alpha squared, which I will then write as root 13 alpha. So I can just separate this into two parts. They're times together, so they're each individually square rooted. I've just square rooted the alpha squared here. And this is equal to 5 root 13. We're told that the magnitude of A is equal to 5 root 13. So therefore, root 13 alpha is also equal to 5 root 13. And then we get alpha is equal to 5, as the two root 13s cancel. So our acceleration is then 3 alpha minus 2 alpha, so times each the 3 and times the minus 2 by 5, and we end up with 15 minus 10. And then we can use the equation F is equal to ma. So let's work out the force now. The force is the sum of these two forces. These are the forces that are acting on our particle. So if we add those two things up, I'll write it out. So 2, 7 plus 4k. This ends up being 6, 7 plus k. And this should be equal to ma. So force, 6, 7 plus k, is equal to ma, m times 15 minus 10. And if I combine these two things, I end up with 15m minus 10m. Now what we can do is, we're trying to work out what mass is, remember. We can look at the I components for this equation, and then we get that 6 is equal to 15m. We can also equate the j components, so 7 plus k is equal to minus 10m. And from this equation, we can work out the mass. We can see that mass is then equal to 6 over 15, or 2 over 5. So there is our mass. Did we want to work out what k is? No, that's it. So our mass will just be 2 over 5 kilograms.